Day 37 of the Grand Enchantment Trail. I got up a little bit early today just because I was looking at the number of miles I have left to my resupply town, and I kind of need to pick it up if I want to have dinner the last night on the trail. So I'm almost done. I'm out of the Apache Kid Wilderness, but I'm almost done with the Apache Kid Wilderness section. I'm in the last mile of that, and then I enter the Withington Wilderness section, all of the San Mateo Mountains. It's funny, I was looking ahead and this section doesn't enter the Withington Wilderness for very long. It mostly skirts the outside. An issue though is it's burned multiple times, including this last year, the bear trap fire. So I already know there's one section that that's pretty bad. It hadn't bad enough to do like a reroute, but apparently the reroute is bad too. So there is a section that's four-wheel drive up there, so hopefully that's less damaged. You know, those foot trails can just disappear. So we'll see what happens today. I'm hoping for the best, but I'm not expecting much because of the fires. Almost walked by it, except I saw a gap in the fence. It's not labeled at all. This is the continuation of the Apache Kid Trail into the next section of the GET. I'm gonna be on it for about 5 more miles following a drainage. This little tiny pocket of water, you might be able to see it flowing from further up there. You can definitely see it flowing in the little pool. Is my first water source for today. It's Indian Spring, and it's potentially my only water source for today, depending on how bad the trails are. Next water source is like 15, 16 miles away. So it's going to be a big water carry, and it's going to take a long time to collect this. So the first part of today's been very easy. It's just following this drainage here, and it's a very gradual climb. I'm technically inside the burn zone, but obviously did not affect this area, so this has been a nice treat this morning. I guess playtime's over. I'm on switchbacks right now in a burned area, which means there are no switchbacks. Up just a tiny bit more on those switchbacks. They're kind of visible at times, but I'm getting amazing views. That's Apache Kid Wilderness, where I just came from. But look at all this. These magnificent views here. Really cloudy though. It is a little smoky because I did hear that Forest Service is doing some prescribed burns. So that's what the smoke is, probably over there. But hey, I was all the way up there yesterday. There were no clouds. So those backpacks ahead through the brush here, that's Sprouts and Mustard. They caught up to me and then passed me. But it was kind of fun because they could lead me through some of that burned area, so I didn't have to pull out my phone. After a very, very long climb, I think I'm like 9,000, 10,000 feet right now, I made it to Grassy Lookout. There's actually a lookout tower up here. This is looking west, where I just came from, and then where I crossed all that cattle grass. And then coming back here, of course, this is Apache Kid, where I just came from. You see all that stuff down there is what I just climbed. It was awful. And then this is looking back towards the mountain. And I thought those clouds, they don't look so bad right now. I thought those clouds were ominous. I have enough signal up here to check weather. And yeah, we got severe thunderstorms this afternoon. So I might be popping up my tent and seeing if they just roll by. That's really going to cut into the mileage I wanted to do though. Alright, hitting the road. Literally, I've got a road walk for a while. See how much distance I can put on before having to tuck away. I did check the actual like radar, and for the little dot where I am, it's surrounded by like a big angry red and yellow blob around 3:30 today. So yeah, see what I can do. I know this is probably the calm before the storm, but the road walk is very pretty in the sun. It's nice and easy. You got these beautiful green trees, and then over here dead ones, but like beautiful green trees. I am honestly loving this road walk, even though there's like 9 miles of it. It is beautiful, and it is easier compared to some of that other stuff. Looking over here, have a nice view to the east, I guess. And then you can see there's more clouds rolling in. Still supposed to be a couple hours before the real stuff hits, but you can see stuff building. Oh my God. Look at these clouds. That's a thunderhead. It's practically a mushroom cloud. Yeah, I mean, that's the best one right now. They're all starting to build. Little weather update. Still about 2 hours away, but it's looking pretty dark over there. It's coming. It's still sunny over here. I did just have some raindrops fall on me though. But yeah, it's definitely coming. Okay, so I just checked the radar and there is some really, really scary stuff right on the west side of the mountains here. However, the radar is predicting that now to kind of blow north. Not do a direct hit anymore, just like some light rain. 7 o'clock might have a little bit harder rain. So I busted my butt to get here. I'm at the saddle for the Potato Trail, which leads me down into Potato Canyon. I didn't want to be going down a drainage when there was heavy rain, and I was just gonna like set up my tent here, but I might actually just go down there. So I'll take a little bit of a rest because I'm a little tired. And then I'm gonna head down the Potato Trail towards Potato Canyon. So the Potato Trail has had quite a bit of damage too. You can see there's all sorts of dead trees from a fire. It's not even this last fire, it's previous fires. But down there is Potato Canyon, and supposedly that is also washed out. There is an alternative to this, but the notes on the alternative from people who've tried it is it's just as bad, if not worse. So this trail is very washed out, so it's angled, it's overgrown, and it's overgrown with these things. It's not cat clawed, but they are sharp and they hurt. So it's not raining super hard, but it is raining a little bit harder than it was, so I just threw my rain fly over me and my gear, and I'm gonna wait and see what happens. Well, I started out and then the hail came along with the thunder, so now I am on these steep switchbacks underneath my rain fly again. I should have set up my tent at the saddle. Oh, that was a big crack of lightning and thunder. Oh, here's another issue. There's a lull between storms. It's going to come back. But this is washed out. The trail is over here, but I can't cross there. So I've got to make my way down to the drainage cross country. Okay, so the solution I came up with was to find the shallowest part coming down to this drainage and follow the drainage down to the creek. Should work. We'll see if it was a big mistake or not. Oh, by the way, the trail meets the creek. That's why I did this. I would like to take the opportunity to point out these other human footsteps here. In case you thought this was the dumbest idea ever. I'm actually getting pretty close to the creek and where the GPS point on the trail meets it. Besides, where else can you get these fun little rock slides? I've got to get down to the bottom there. Okay, so the funny thing here is it says I'm almost right on the GPS line of the actual trail. And I can definitely get to land this way. So I'm going to call that a success. I'm going to go up here and see if I can find the trail. Ooh! I successfully made it down that drainage. It was actually, with the exception of one part, really fun. I do have a new collection of scrapes and bruises though. So I'm just going to see where the remnants of this trail is. Oh my god. So I followed the remnants of the trail and it just comes out to this drainage that I was walking anyway. Oh, Potato Canyon, you've been an adventure. So since there's a little bit of sun, I'm taking some time to dry out my tent fly, otherwise it's going to drip on me tonight. The rain is coming. Look at how much was wiped away from this hillside. That's insane. There are some insane forces that created what I just walked through. But I might be calling it quits soon, very early, because again, there's more rain coming. It's super dark over there. I still need to guy everything out, but this is where I'm setting up camp, kind of above the wash in a flat area that's, you know, surprisingly has some sand. Most of this place is rocky. Also, most of the other places I looked at were on a downslope, so it's any water that comes from up is gonna go into it. Definitely setting up early today, like a couple hours early, but I know there's another storm coming. You can see it already got dark. There's storm clouds over here too, so I'd rather be at least somewhat dry, not totally dry, but somewhat dry tonight, rather than push the miles today. I think I'm going to try to get up early again and see if I can make up for setting up early tomorrow. I would never have expected a day with 9 miles of road walk to be so adventurous. Today got the heart pounding. I was in a really bad spot for that thunderstorm. I don't know why I make plans and then just don't stick to them. I was like 2 switchbacks down, and it was kind of a, you know, a moderately exposed ridge with a whole bunch of dead trees, and it was a really, really steep slope, and I was kind of just hunkered down in a squat sit amongst some deadfalls with my tent fly over me. And that one lightning strike, I couldn't see it because of the tent fly, but I could see that it had tendrils, and then the immediate boom of thunder crack right above me. I would like to avoid that in the future, so I'll definitely should try to stick to my original plans. Oh yeah, and then Potato Canyon. Potato Canyon's been it's been an adventure too. It's cool and everything, but yeah, it's been hard. So tomorrow I have like maybe 4 to 5 more miles of Potato Canyon. Sounds like the worst of the damage is in this upper part. So hopefully there will be trails in the future. The areas that are marked as trails don't exist anymore. Like they're completely washed away. Like the land that they were on is washed away. So 4 to 5 miles of that, and then I have the connector through the foothills. Looks like it's a bunch of 2 tracks and cross country, so that should be interesting. The connector to the Magdalena Mountains, which I'm really looking forward to because everyone says is amazing. So big day tomorrow.